Okay, those that are on the archive of our own, I'm going to ask both of you, if you don't write slash fiction, I mean if you're Christian, heterosexual, and if you're in a conservative sect, I'm going to ask this one thing. For every fanfic story one produces, that's 3,000 to 4,000 words, how many original stories can you produce? I mean, you sit down and really concentrate on these 1,000-word novellas or characters you don't own outright. I mean, I sit there, I don't understand that world. I never did. But the Bible writers, I know certain ones, I get really pissed off at, or Bible slash writers. Don't do that, guys. Oh, come on. Get some more out of here. Alright, here's what's up. My policy of fanfiction. I'm going to be very clear with this. I only allow it with late fossil and no number titles because I do late fossil 4, 5, 6, 7. I keep number titles. That's when I do sequels. But if you want to do stories within the late fossil spectrum, I get to publish them. That's the deal. I get to publish them in the magazine only. Meaning they must be between 4,000 words. And no greater than 6,000. No longer than the first late fossil. Keep on the side of the late fossil, we're going to do great. If you don't slash my characters, we'll get along well. House rules my imprint is no slash fiction. No slash, yow, or fan slash of any kind. I don't want to read those authors. And do not fucking slash me. Because some asshole try to write a slash trophy me and my kid. A real person slash me my kid. I didn't find it fun. And some jerkhole on live journal slash me pop star I don't really give a flying fuck about and they say it well. I go, that's not even funny. Because I was a single man, I'm straight. I have a hard time trying to find a girlfriend the way I write. Because I write horror fiction, I write science fiction, and I write alternate history. Late fossil is an alternate history trait. Someone figured that one out. I go, how do they figure this trait out? Because it's set in the 1990s, that's why. Because the alternate history element, since I would love hasn't happened yet. But if you're going to write for my magazine or anthologies, keep in mind, do not allow homoerotic content of any kind. That's not allowed. Off the table. And if you write sexual content, and that's a strength, consider that your weakness, because I'm looking to find out a strength. I have my blog there, experience research. Look at video blogs, look at documentaries, see what I come up with. And my own writing, as myself as a writer. I'm in the top 25 of the bloggers on LinkedIn.com. I can't believe it. I started LinkedIn. My blog is very in-depth, so that gives you a lot of visual work with you. For every one of those blogs I do, in that range, keep mentioning. If you're born in the 70s, between 1973 and 1979, I'm looking for one writer who was a fanfiction writer to tell their story about what's that world like. Dealing with the creative non-fiction writers and original fiction writers. Probably, what's that world came in like on you for being offered a publication deal. And you look at someone who works in the industry, and they find out you write fanfiction exclusively, you're gonna laugh you out of business. I mean, I'm gonna be very honest with you here. I have one story or two stories on fanfiction.net. I will tell you the story behind the one. The characters are classmates' character you told me as an accountant. He gave me the notes how to create the character. The origin story. He goes, I know you're very well known for writing dark fiction, but please keep this lighthearted. I listened to him there. We were in the same English class our senior year. He was there when I read Toilet War. So when I wrote Iron Shadows, I was playing out traits of Twilight War, where I quoted one of Cormier's quotes. He's all about intimidation. Having to do with authority. So those of you guys who read these books, like Catch a Run, The Twilight War, Girl in the City, if you read those kind of stories, I want you to original fiction with those influences. If you're interested about H.P. Lovecraft and Richard Manson, that's a very easy way to pull it off. Use that deliberately. Because Richard Manson wrote about a generation that exists yet. Our generation. It's that generation he wrote about. So if you study Rod Sterling, Wes Craven, I mean, you sit down and watch Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, you look at the back of the subject matter, the source material. I was writing a story based on source material. Of people dying in life. Dying in a dream, dying in life. I go, how do these are this? It's a reality thing. I'm trying to find the article that was based on. Well, I'm going to look for the subject matters of where we got ideas from. And look for their ideas. That's how I did Environment Darkness. I played off that. I was doing a report on Wes Craven in high school. I didn't have enough missions. I really wrote this justice. So that became the reason for Environment Darkness. That's what here. I was in high school at the time I did this report. I wish I had watched a little more movies of his so I really could do this justice. Because he went to school. He went to college in my backyard, Wheaton alone. Where I lived was Glendale Heights. I spent time around Wheaton College. I got banned from the school because of reading H.P. Lovecraft a lot. So think about that for a minute. On that world. On my area, Chicagoland, DuPage County, Chicago, Will County, Will Grundy, and Lake County. I spent a lot of time at Lake as a teenager in my 20s. I spent some time at Waukegan. I wanted to go to know something. Because that's why I saw Suburbanite originally. When I saw the 1999 adaptation of Suburbanite was on Showtime in a hotel in Grundy. So think about that for a second. Those of you guys who are the fanfiction writers who are fan creators, fanwriters. You guys are going around creating stuff. It's not your character. If you're doing real person horror, be careful with this, guys. I'm going to be very careful because doing real person horror, you deal with fatality and shit like that. Don't kill your subject off. Don't ever kill your subject off because what they find out, they might freak out a bit. If you do something with the research, if you're a public figure, if you do criticism of public figure like I did criticism of Sarah Jane Farrage, aka Sarah Jane Adela when I did my blog. She went off on me in a very harsh way. Because I bet you talk to cameras now, I go. Her husband threatened to kill me. I go, wait a minute, you don't want to do that. I'll show you why. I pulled out the mugshot of my classmate Billy Forrest, who killed a casualty in 93. If you're the Cabby homicide, that story is true. That was the first true crime work I did. I played it like Telltale Heart. And it's a little bit longer Telltale Heart, or a little faster. Yeah, 25 of them. So when I came to the picture press, I made some waves last week. I also made waves with Among Shadows. I introduced Lake Falls on the picture press. I came to fantasy a little bit later. When I started scouting writers, I was getting ready to be published. When I was on Fanfiction Net, I got noticed for a story called Sherlock Holmes and the Great Old Ones. Some guy said, you have the ability, this is not making a story, this is not meant for you. I don't remember that. I know exactly what I remember that. Because I made Sherlock Holmes look like a damn American, he's British. I made him cuss like he was a Midwesterner. So, I can understand why he said that was not meant for you. You're very good with the Lovecrafty stuff. That's what he said, because I'm a Lovecrafty horror author. He said that, he was right, dead on there. He was right. Right with the statue, I was playing a trait of the writers who wrote the Twilight Zone Adventure stuff. I go, I'm thinking, I can really do an original story with this, can I? Alright, I borrowed the delivery of Twilight Zone fanfiction writers with the narrator, I did the Rostoni scanning. I play Rostoni every now and then or whatever. I know, it's kinda, I don't do it that often, but when I do, I have a lot of fun with it. When I wrote the Fanwriting too, I did that. Where I did the submit for approval part. And the complete homage to Rostoni. Some guys see me as doing this. Like, wait, is this original or is this fanfic? You know, I think I'm the one who started that debate. I wonder if Fanlore looks at the sketch and think about that a bit. I found loopholes and that's fandom. It ain't even funny. I found more loopholes to my original work in that site. That's in the original fiction in fanfiction.net. I mean, if you want the original, look for loopholes. How can you find it? Use real places. Study history. Really look at blogs, documentaries. If you say idea for web series, or like a video blog, a web chat, or some other thing like that, you might have an idea there. And you might come out of that. Really play with documentaries and shit like that. That's how you find the loopholes. If you start to get documentaries and articles, you might have a chance to get published. Think about that for a minute, guys. If you're on the fanfiction and fiction press, you may never know who's watching. What publisher is working around there. And they're seeing something you wrote. They're going to encourage you to write original work. Don't take that as an insult. You may never know. You need part of the anthology or something. And I published a very strong handful of writers from Fiction Press on my anthologies. They came from that site. And I published a few from Fanfiction.net from that site too. I had published Greek and Roman Mythology. An author who came from Counterparts 2 and tried over to do the cover work for Nickolaus Pacione. She was doing that. And then Jason Andrew came from that site. He started breaks on it every now and then too. He was part of Tale 3 and 4. And came to issue 12. And then a few others came there. Then one of my rivals is probably well, around the regular site. She's trying to screw me over on there, trying to get you guys to come join me. Wow. Those of you guys who see Christine Morgan, careful of her. She's very corrupt. She represents the corrupt side of publishing. She's not a big, well-known writer. She gets 1,000 likes on her Facebook. And when someone like that, you kind of wonder what kind of world she falls in. She's the same age as Andrea Dodge. And she tries to fuck my roster over. She's saying I scam her. No, I don't. I'm no problem with the beginning. If I was not up front, I would run video. And be up front. You guys get to see probably the first copy of the anthology I get to publish. You see it before I will. And if I get a discount code, I'll get a discount for anthologies. You get the first copy. And how many you need is the question. Your first copy and how many you need. And I work within my fixed income on my disability, so I don't get a lot of money as a writer. And my channel is fan funded, so if you guys see the fun channel, you can see support. Go in and if you want to pledge something. Pledge about $5, $6 to the channel. That will allow me to do the full-length documentary I want to feature on the channel. And help me get 1,000 subscribers. I can get 1,000 subscribers and offer pay for it. And what I want to do is a video cast. Talking with fanfiction writers. From my perspective on an author who's been out there for several years. Who's been published out of my 20th birthday. And been published for now. So I've been published now almost 11 years. In print. I've been magazine published for 10. I've been published online since I was 20. Some of you guys I come across on here writing. You're 20 years old. I'm looking at you. I'm thinking, that's me when I was your age. If I was writing original stuff. What kind of stuff I was drawing from? Real life scenarios. Reality. Gang shootings. Urban horrors. Urban legends. The supernatural. And whatever I could think of throwing in the mix there. A lot of my research on my blog is available to you guys. It's because I don't want you to plagiarize my work. So, when I offer my blog in depth, when I go on video in depth, I'm these guys I like to work with here. My channel had a playlist called Roster and Personal Research. I would keep adding, I would have videos every now and then of documentaries. Or some kind of thing that's very in-depth and length. Where it's like 45 minutes or longer. Or sometimes a 30-minute documentary or something. Sometimes someone else's video blog will be featured in the research area. Like I did a past about Beam with the tarot card thing. He goes, "Are tarot cards satanic? You know, go research that yourself, man." Because he sees them as playing cards. That's how he started out. Well, those guys I'm looking at, and the Bible fandom, I go, the ones that really torque me are the slashers. I mean, you guys shouldn't be doing that. I mean, I believe in God, but I'm not going to go doing something like that. I'll play with ideas from the parables and probably bring my contemporary setting. How they play out in modern day Midwest, modern day Chicago, criteria, 1988, 1989, 1991, 92. How they play out in the 90s? Good question. Lake Fossil criticized Holman theory. It made fun of it blatantly because the character Edwin O'Barr was standing for Holman. I didn't realize when I wrote Lake Fossil. I ended up reverse researching that story. The more I researched, the researched. Looked at the research after writing the story. I didn't realize how dark that story became over time. Because you look at Chicago in 93, that planet, gangs, corruption, and the story was set right after the Richard Cruz sexual scandal in Lower East. I had the story set in Lower North for that reason. And what I read about in my blog, on InsaneJoe.com, talk about Lombard, Illinois. That blog reveals some information you probably can use. Read it up, see what you come up with. Do your research shit. That's how you become a very strong author within the field of horror. Do your research. Research it. Think about your fanfiction horror, guys. I don't know if you guys research your stuff or not. But when I wrote the Johnny Haley story, I researched a lot of it. I came from a social studies background originally. That was stuff I did rather well in. I did well in English Lit in high school. I also did well with art. I did well there. I also did well in radio TV production. I gotta see that. But what I do now, the radio TV production thing falls into play. And you see here, I asked for radio silence from my family, which I live with my uncle and cousin. I asked them to quiet on a set. They don't know what that means. When I say quiet on a set, that means the actors are talking. Or the talent on the news are getting news. What's your guys' background like with radio TV production? Learn how to work that stuff if you be a writer. Learn that work behind a video camera. Or work behind a front camera. I haven't done well in speech. That was not my best field, to be honest with you. I haven't done well in high school speech. I haven't done well in college speech. I do real well in the spoken word category. When I'm on the stage doing a spoken word set, I can take it like a natural there. Something I wrote with something creative, I can do it over mic, no problem. But when I do a speech, it's kind of fucking hard to do. Well, this, video blogging. It's kind of like public speaking, but you're talking to a camera instead of a bunch of people in a crowd. But pretend the camera is a crowd, ain't naturally. Well, those guys are watching this video. Those guys from the fanfiction set, or archive our own. Both the guys are watching this. Yay. I know you own both sites. But you don't allow me to really talk these writers, give them a chance to be published. Some of these writers have real talent. And sometimes it's seen as literary ghetto. I would publish guys who came from that literary ghetto. Because Illinois wasn't ghetto. In certain parts. When you see a real ghetto, a literary ghetto is probably more welcoming than that. So, if you're watching this, take this heart what I say here. Because this is coming from someone who's been working in the public probably a good long time. Almost 11 years. That's not bad. But I wish I made more money doing it.